All right, here we go. Yeah, I was gonna say that didn't sound right.
Pull up behind the trailer and honk your horn there.
Okay.
When you're ready.
There we go.
All right, pay particular attention to where I'm putting the car,
gotcha.
The line and all of that. So on the back side of every one of these offsets, get real close to them and stay out wide. You can tuck in a little bit. I was too wide through that. And then stay nice and tidy through here, and unwind and roll into the gas. And then backside every one of these cones. Too close on that one.
Cool.
And it is not a limited slip.
It's not? Okay.
Nope. But that's okay. We're going to have fun either way.
Yeah, for some reason I thought the S's had it, but I guess maybe it's just the JCWs that have the limited slip.
It was an option.
Oh, okay.
So just like this was an option,
yeah,
the limited slip was an option.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that was fun. That really showed me that it can do, because that section after this first slalom where it comes into that left-hander, I've always kind of been timid of like running super wide in that.
Right.
But it can really carry a lot more momentum than I realized to do that. That's awesome.
Absolutely. You get out to the outside, and I should have turned in earlier. I didn't anticipate the front end of the car pushing a little bit through there.
Yeah.
So this next run, I'm going to turn in a little bit earlier and get real close to those cones on the left side.
Gotcha.
When you're ready.
Thank you.
So.
A little too shallow there. Way too shallow there and there. Stay close as you can through here. Roll into the gas when you start up on. Turn in on these. There we go. Now you do that.
Alrighty. Oh, that's awesome.
All yours.
Good. Go. Nice and tight through here. Close as you can. Unwind and then go. tighter that we can run around that right-hander, the better.
Okay.
And the earlier that we can turn in on the back side of slalom cones and those offsets. So don't get close to the first cone on the offset, but the second cone.
Gotcha.
When you're ready.
All right. Oops.
There we go. All right, get after it. Nice and tight. Good, good. Roll into the gas. Unlock the wheel. Seconds out of gear, that didn't help us, but the rest of that run was pretty good.
Okay.
You were a little slow in the slalom on that run. You've been faster.
Okay.
So I think we can pick up the speed. You just over slowed a little bit for the first turn.
Okay, got it.
All yours. Jump out, and I'm going to give you a couple of runs on your own that should help you speed up just a little bit.
Okay.
Make sure that you're continuing.
Out here or up there? Or?
Up at the line.
Okay.
Make sure that you're continuing to turn in as early as possible on those slalom cones.
Okay.
Your offsets are looking really good.
Thank you.
I think you can carry just a hair more speed around the sweeper, just a hair. And the only reason I say that is the tires are pretty quiet coming through there.
Okay.
We don't want a ton of squeal, but a little bit more squeal would be good.
Okay, yeah, sounds good.
All right, have fun.
Alrighty.
All yours.
I think you can be a little bit more aggressive as far as turning in on your offsets. Maybe turn in just a little bit earlier, because it's like you know, if this is the cone, you're about here, and I'd rather see you about here.
Yeah, hug it a little closer.
Yeah, not on the approach, but on the back side.
On the back side of it.
Turn in a little bit earlier.
Yep, you got it.
Can't tell really what's going on in the sweeper back there, but judging from your time, I'd say it was pretty good.
Yeah, it felt good. Okay. And I was kind of riding the understeer all the way out to that outside cone, and it was
perfect. That's what you need to do with what you're working with.
All right, awesome.
And then over there in the slaloms, let's see if we can carry just a little bit more speed and turn in just a little bit earlier.
Okay.
If you turn in a little earlier, then you can carry a little bit more speed.
All right, sounds good. All righty.
When you're ready.
Okay, yeah, it felt like it didn't want to go into second, so I don't know.
So what can happen on front wheel drive cars is when you're making a turn, the engine can shift and then it gets your linkage out of alignment.
Okay.
I used to have a Volkswagen that would do that.
Yeah, I was gonna say I've never had that happen until today. Yeah.
So what you may try doing is actually shifting right as you turn in.
Okay.
And,
yeah,
and
grab
that's
second.
a little bit boggy, but I think it'll help.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Other than that, that run looked really good. The slalom looked good and everything.
Yeah, it felt better.
Be as aggressive as you can on that turn in.
Yeah.
The idea is that you want to try and run over the cone, the base of the cone, with a rear tire.
Okay.
So if you're not turning in early,
did I hit one on that last one?
I didn't see one.
Okay.
So if you're not turning in early enough to do that, then turn in earlier.
Okay. Yep.
All right.
Sounds good. Yeah, that last one was a 36.047.